Alright, we have the Sabres coming off a 3-2 win against the Nashville Predators in Nashville. I guess I'd probably better talk about the goalie incident that happened tonight. I agree with what Ryan Miller said in the post-game. I thought that 2-2 running into Miller was largely unintentional. I've actually done that exact thing myself playing hockey before. That having been said, unlike me, Jordan Tootoo is not only a professional athlete, but a professional athlete in the sport that most relies on situational awareness, spatial awareness, and he knew where he was. Presumably he has working eyes, so he can look down and see the goal line and know that he's going to cut directly into the goaltender. It was, I thought, one of those moments where Tootoo saw an opportunity to do something on accident, and he took it, and the response was good. Ryan Miller started throwing lefts, and Paul Gaustad started throwing his own players out of the way to get on top of Tootoo, and anybody else that so much as touched Miller for the rest of the night heard about it, so that was good. Oddly, Paul Gaustad left the game after that play. I really hope he didn't hurt his hand again punching Jordan Tootoo's helmet, although that might not be a huge loss. I think we have some young players that can fill Gaustad's role pretty well. Maybe not the face-off end of it, but let's be honest, he doesn't play with scoring line, so that face-off ability is, I think, a little overrated. Moving on, there was a huge disparity in shots tonight. I think the final tally was 34-14 in favor of the Predators, and I really didn't feel like the Predators were vastly outplaying the Sabres for most of the game. They had some moments of extended time in the Sabres' offensive zone, but I thought the game was pretty even. For the first period, a lot of people were marking that Ryan Miller really didn't have a whole lot to do. Not too many dangerous chances, and that's where 8 of Nashville's shots on goal came. Through 2 periods, it was 17-10 shots on goal and in favor of Nashville, and that's definitely what you'd expect from a team that's down a couple goals. So I don't know that the shot disparity is really a mark on the Sabres. When you take a lead, you don't necessarily need to put that many shots on goal. But yeah, it is what it is, and maybe you can chalk that up to the injuries that the Sabres have as well. I will move into my 3 stars, 3 black holes. It's a weird game with that few shots on goal. It's kind of easy to hand out black holes because there's a lot of players that didn't really look like they did much of anything. But my 3rd star will be Luke Adam. Had a goal, had an assist. Looked more relieved than excited after he scored that goal. I think it's been a little while, or at least a little while since he scored one that was important. 2nd star I will give to Ville Leino, who had 2 assists, and I will allow him to share that with Zach Kassian, who had a goal, and Marc-Andre Grignani, who was +3. Got a big jump in ice time as Ehrhoff spent some time in the locker room after he got hit in the face. 19:45 for Grignani, a +3. That's definitely a good night for him. And the 1st star I will give to Ryan Miller, who had a very good game. Had made some pretty big saves, and did what you expect a goaltender of that caliber to do, which is win the game against a team that's probably a little bit worse than Buffalo in terms of overall skill. 3 black holes. I'm going to give the 3rd black hole to Vanek. He just didn't look good, and I don't know. maybe you chalk that up to every player having an off night. Maybe you chalk that up to Nashville being an extremely good defensive team, but just an off night for Vanek. And it's a little troubling because I think this is either 9 or 10 games without a goal. But he continues to play well, I think, and continues to pile up the points and with assists. So I'm not terribly worried about Thomas Vanek. He'll probably score like 18 goals when I'm there watching him play against the Rangers. Second black hole. It was a tough one to give out. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Derek Roy, I guess. He just hasn't been impressive for a good long while, and you really need one of your team's best players to be impressive. And the first black hole is going to go to Drew Stafford, who just looks like an idiot out on the ice. You don't want to scratch him because you want him to find that level of play that he is capable of, but at the same time, I really don't know what he's doing for the Sabres, except for playing lazy, stupid hockey and racking up penalties and generally skating around the ice like a shit-covered asshole. So, see you guys on, let's see, off the top of my head, I'm going to go Tuesday. Wow, looks like Wednesday, and I'll see you guys on Versus. That'll be fun.